it's kind of exciting. I mean, fire departments have been around for a long time. I think it says a lot that it's the 90th year and we're actually celebrating it. You don't see a lot of fire departments celebrating birthday parties.
It's extremely important that Westmont has their own fire department. I think they're extremely talented, they're extremely well trained, and I think they've provided unbelievable services to this community for 90 years.
I can actually remember the early years when my dad was fire chief. Way back when they didn't have a radio system, there would be bells in the closet that would go off when a fire call or an ambulance call would come in. My father loved this village immensely, and he would be just very proud of what's going on today and everything, all the changes that have gone over the years.
We wanted to make this a family and kid atmosphere today, so we want to have as many family and kids here as possible. It's kind of like a carnival atmosphere, so the weather's cooperating. It's just going to be a great day.
The kids get a chance to operate a hose line and see what it feels like, albeit the hose line is not nearly at the pressure it's required to put out a real house fire, but we're hopefully training new firefighters to be.
We brought the girls out just to learn a little about fire safety. Watch the burn just to kind of teach them, just how quickly a house fire could start. So it was really neat, very educational, very good time.
I just think this is a great family experience that my daughter, myself, and my granddaughter could just experience together.
We saw the fire trucks, we saw the inside of them, and we've been on 2 fire trucks so far, and we watched the fake fire drill over there.
To have the firehouse dedicated in honor to my dad is wonderful. It's his station, but no one knew unless you walked through the door that it was named after him. And to have the station named after him officially on this date is just overwhelming.
This couldn't happen if it wasn't for all the members of our department and EMA, but also the village and the community. We've got volunteers from the Westmont Special Events here, from the Police Academy, Fire Academy, from different organizations, the chamber, businesses. They all came out today to help with this event to make it a success.
90 years of service from this wonderful fire department. They serve our community well, and congratulations to them all.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to our open house today and celebrating our 90 years of service to our fine community of the village of Westmont. It's a special day today, and we invited a lot of special people back. We're rededicating the fire station to retired and past Chief Frank Johannick, and we have his family here today. But before we do all that, we just want to take a few minutes here on behalf of the mayor and the village board, Manager Searle, all the members of the Westmont Fire Department, our EMA, our citizens, fire alumni. We want to welcome all you here today and taking your Sunday afternoon to come be here with us to help celebrate this special event. It's been 90 years, and I hope many of you have got to see a lot of the history that were displayed in out on the bay floor there. And if you haven't, please make sure that you stop by there and review our history. We're going to go through a short program here, then we're going to unveil the rededication to the station here in the chief's name, and then we want to make sure everybody stays and comes back in to the bay floor, because we're going to have more refreshments, more desserts, and our firefighter association is doing a fundraiser and selling t-shirts in there today, and so is Pink Heels here selling t-shirts. Please support those causes, and we just want everybody to have a great day. Move things along here, I'd like to invite our village manager, Ron Searle.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
I forgot to tell the chief, actually I have 25 pages of notes, so I know the idea of moving things along is important, but I'll try to move as quickly as possible. I want to offer my congratulations to Chief Weiss and the men and the women of the Westmont Fire Department on 90 years of anniversary celebration. It is interesting to compare and contrast the past with the present as well as provide thoughts about the future. Ideals such as dedication, service, pride, and commitment have always been important in the village of Westmont. We are lucky that our community has valued these ideals in the past. We definitely value these ideals today, and we will continue to hold true to these ideals in the future. When I first started with the village in the early 1980s, I was asked to be the administrative liaison to a citizens committee that researched and implemented the first paramedic program for the village of Westmont. Prior to that time, we only had part-time firefighters with emergency medical technician status, and that was approved overwhelmingly by the voters. This month marks my 30th year of full-time service to the residents of Westmont. It's interesting to me that I have been here for a third of the fire department's lifespan. I was told not to use the word frightening, but it is actually a little frightening to me too, just because I'm getting older. It seems like yesterday when I started to work here and had the privilege to work and meet Fire Chief Frank Johannick. My role then is similar to my role now. I work with community leaders to provide research and recommendations so that the village can continue to make the best possible decisions to plan for the future. It is interesting that this very week, the village board will once again be acting on a recommendation to continue our current and excellent paramedic service that we started back in the 1980s, so that our residents will continue to receive those services in their time of need. So while we continue to get better all the time, which implies change, our dedication to excellence that I saw firsthand when I started here and worked with Fire Chief Frank Johannick and saw it continue under Fire Chief Frank Trout's leadership, and certainly is very evident with our current Fire Chief Dave Weiss. I want to say thanks and congratulate the Frank Johannick family. It was his vision to have a fire chief serve as a manager of a fire department that employs excellence and well-trained firefighters, but have them be part-time employees of the village. This saves the community millions of dollars annually, and this type of program is rare in the western suburbs, and it has been recognized as such here in recent years. It is remarkable that we have the ability to provide the excellent emergency services while we are able to do so efficiently using taxpayer dollars. Once again, I thank you for your excellence and dedication and commitment to our residents and businesses in the community. Again, congratulations, Westmont Fire Department.
Thank you, Manager Searle, for those kind and nice words. We want to continue on now and invite our Mayor Gunther. Can you come to the podium, please?
Thank you, Chief. Before I begin, I do want to compliment the committee for putting this on today. If any of you want a part-time job helping the park run special events, you've done an excellent job today providing this beautiful day for everybody in the community. But again, on behalf of the village, I want to congratulate the Westmont Fire Department on their 90th anniversary celebration. I think the history of the Westmont Fire Department directly reflects the mentality of our community. It has always been about people. Residents saw a need, they got involved, and they did what was best for Westmont. And as our fire department has grown and improved, so has our village. We started with a single building on East Burlington that housed police, fire, and the village hall. As our village boundaries grew to the north and south, we understood the necessity to have a firefighting presence on both sides of the tracks, and we did what was necessary. Westmont has always taken pride in the fact that we work hard to make sure we get the biggest bang for our buck, and that's still true today. Considering the size of our community and our tax base, the Westmont Fire Department has risen to great heights and accomplishments while saving taxpayers millions of dollars compared to other municipalities in the area. The Westmont Fire Department is the envy of the county, if not the metropolitan region, and our reputation for excellent service and emergency readiness is known throughout the state. Our past village boards has always supported our emergency services and challenged them to be the best they can be, but we have always benefited from the great leadership. Chief Johannick, who ushered our department and village from a volunteer program into the modern era with the state-of-the-art training, equipment, and facilities, was the perfect person to lead our fire department. This tradition was continued by Chief Frank Trout, who continually worked to improve our commitment to excellence, improving our ISO rating to Class 2, at that time the highest rating in the state for a fire department of our size and using paid-on-call personnel. And now I can't say enough about how fortunate we are to have Chief Dave Weiss to continue our fire department program and lift our commitment to excellence to new heights. Chief Weiss has not only demonstrated his commitment to excellence through department training as evidenced by, I'm losing, sorry. As evidenced by the recent announcement of Dave receiving a Chief Fire Officer 4 certification. Dave is one of the only 40 fire department personnel throughout the state to receive this honor. Congratulations. Examples of what Dave has done is the growth of our fire truck night over the past 2 years, in which we've had dozens of communities come out and participate. We've also seen the return of the Operation Prom Night program, in which our police and fire departments work together to teach local high school students about the dangers of drinking and driving. Chief Weiss and his staff have secured sponsorships from our ambulance services so their participation is donated at some of our most popular community events. And of course, take a look around and see all the pride from the people who are gathered here today. In conclusion, I want to congratulate Chief Weiss and the Westmont Fire Department on their 90th anniversary celebration, and I want to thank and congratulate the Johannick family for their legacy to excellence in our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I now want to call to the podium the Honorable Patricia Bellock, the Illinois State Representative from 47th District. Representative Bellock.
Thank you very much. That is my patron saint, St. Patrick. But anyways, it's an honor to be here today, and what a beautiful day it is. And thank you to all of you for coming out today to celebrate, Chief, in honor of you and all the firefighters, the 90th anniversary of the Westmont Fire Department. And all of the people before me that spoke said all the wonderful things about the fire department. And it's become my second home. And Senator Dillard, who couldn't be here today, as you know, he's running for governor, so he's kind of all over the state every day. But he made sure to say hello to everybody for him. But I just want to thank all of you and thank the firefighters. Everybody, I had to miss the 9/11 ceremony this year, and it's the first time since 9/11. So it's my birthday tomorrow, and so when they first said, would you be there, I said, you know, I was supposed to go away. And then being that it's like a family and the 90th anniversary and the rededication, I called the chief back and I said, I'll be there because I want to be with you to celebrate such a special occasion. So thank you all for everything that you do in this community to make Westmont such an outstanding, friendly, unbelievable community to everybody that comes to it. Anybody that comes to my office to visit me always says, wow, this is just such a nice place, you know. And I said, yeah, it's like everybody is friendly, everybody says hello. We have wonderful administration, wonderful police, wonderful fire, and wonderful volunteers in the village and the trustees. So I want to thank all of you and applaud everyone today for all you do. And we did bring 2 certificates. I brought one from the House of Representatives honoring the 90th anniversary and the rededication, and it's just brief, so I'm not going to go on and on. This is from the Illinois House of Representatives, a certificate of resolution from the 98th General Assembly. The House of Representatives of the State of Illinois acknowledges the Westmont Fire Department in recognition of the Westmont Fire Department's 90th anniversary and the rededication of the Fire Department to Chief Johannick, offered by Representative Patricia R. Bellock, signed off by Michael J. Madigan, the Speaker of the House, and Timothy Mapes, the Clerk of the House. Thank you. And here's one from the state recognition from the Illinois Senate of the 98th General Assembly of the State of Illinois acknowledges the Westmont Fire Department in recognition of its 90th anniversary, celebrating nearly a century of service to the community from 1923 to 2013, and extends its congratulations and best wishes to the Westmont Fire Department and the entire Westmont community on this momentous occasion, offered by Senator Kirk Dillard, signed off by President of the Senate, John Cullerton. So thank you all, and this is in honor of the state of Illinois recognizing the outstanding job that the Village of Westmont does and the Westmont Fire Department. Thank you very much for having me here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, got a few more things. We're going to move on here. We have a letter that we received from the governor, and I'll read that right now. It says, congratulations. As governor of the state of Illinois, I'm pleased to congratulate the Westmont Fire Department celebrating of your 90th anniversary. For the past 90 years, the skills of your highly trained emergency care professionals have been saving lives and keeping families safe. It's essential to maintain and strengthen emergency care in Illinois to educate adults and children on issues concerning fire safety. To celebrate an anniversary such as this is a significant milestone for your fire department, and this is an excellent opportunity to reflect back on all you have accomplished. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate former Fire Chief Frank Johannick and his family. Having a fire station dedicated in your honor is a testament to your success in administering emergency response service. Your hard work towards providing your community with educated and prepared fire personnel has greatly increased the safety and well-being of the Village of Westmont. It is truly and honorable that your fire department dedicates an entire week to raise awareness for the fire prevention by hosting an educational open house for your community. It is my honor to join the Westmont Fire Department as you continue to protect and serve the community with the highest level emergency response service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sincerely, Pat Quinn, Governor. I want to also take this time to recognize some of our former chief officers, and we have one with us today, Dick Swanson, and then retired Chief Frank Trout. He wasn't able to make it, but I have some comments from him. And then the only other chief officer was Harry Pasquinelli, and we learned early this morning that he passed away in Florida. So we want to send our sympathies to the Pasquinelli family. I did talk to his, I believe his grandson or nephew that was here today, and we will make sure that we recognize him as one of our past members of our department. But today we have Dick Swanson with us. That he, first got involved and kind of came around the village and the fire department when his grandfather was the village president. He would come down to the village hall on the weekends with them and would watch his grandfather do some president duties and stuff. And he played on the 1930 Seagrave and 1934 Ford Darley fire engines, and that was in 1947 and 1951. In December of 51, after spending many drill nights and worked numerous paper scrap drives, Dick accepted in the department as a junior firefighter. He continued with the department and took the position in January 58 when he became a regular POC member of the fire department. In 1966, he became a full-time member of the Elmhurst Fire Department, working 24/48s, and on his days off, he would work for the Westmont Fire Department. He did fire prevention inspections, public education programs as requested, and he obtained the position of Deputy Fire Chief and Chief of the Fire Prevention Bureau of the City of Elmhurst. In June of '75, he was appointed as the Fire Chief of the City of Elmhurst and was required to move to Elmhurst, which he did in August of '76, at which time he retired from the Westmont Fire Department. He was in active years with the Westmont Fire Department from 1958 to 1976. He worked his way through the ranks of firefighter through assistant fire chief. From July 75 through December 75, he served as acting chief for the Westmont Fire Department due to the current chief taking a month leave of absence. When the chief returned, he reassumed his assistant chief role. Dick is with us today, and I believe he's right back here. Dick Swanson, thank you for being here and your service to our community and our department. Retired Chief Trout was not able to be with us today. He's with his church family down in Kentucky, helping to rebuild structures and homes down there. But I wanted to mention a few things that Chief Trout did over his 20 years of service here with the department. And he was here when we first established and rebuilt the new Fire Station 2 police facility. He worked on setting up a vehicle replacement program that brought us all types of new equipment and ambulances to our department. He helped get us started and achieve accreditation in the village and the department, which is known across the United States. He placed in service underneath his tenure our communication vehicle, which has been with us since 97, 98. It's a county type communication vehicle that responds. He worked to get us our kids safety house, which a lot of kids went through today in the back here. He underneath his leadership, we received a lot of governor's hometown awards. Again, he was able to lower our ISO rating to an ISO 2 over the years. And we received a lot of federal and state grants, which helped us achieve buying a lot of new equipment. A special note that the chief left with me, I'll read that to you. It is with deep regret that I will be unable to be here with my beloved firefighters on the 90th anniversary of our department. It has been a boyhood dream fulfilled to be a firefighter for the village of Westmont, and truly an honor to be able to be in the presence of such wonderful men and women who have served the community in such an unselfish way. The sights, sounds, and smells of the forest will always be with me, along with the wonderful memories. May God bless you all. I'm going to take a quick minute here just to personally recognize our Firefighters Association. Our Firefighter Association is made up of our 70 members that are on the department, our Westmont Citizens Fire alumni members, our current EMA members of 40 strong. The EMA members were the ones that controlled all the traffic out here today, got you safely across Cass Avenue, is going to get you safely back. This personally want to recognize those groups. I want to recognize all our retired members that came back today. We really appreciate you taking the time to come back to your home, and we welcome you back here. And please stay and visit with us. I want to get into the dedication of the station here. Before we do that, I just want to say a few words about Frank Johannick. Frank Johannick was a firefighter of 43 years, started as a volunteer in the 1950s. He rose to the rank of chief of the Westmont Fire Department, serving in capacity from 67 to his retirement in 1993. Frank Johannick was in World War II, and he served in the U.S. Marines in South Pacific. He was the founding dedicated which formed the Cook-DuPage Mutual Aid Association, was now known as the MAMUS Division. He was also on the committee which formed the DuPage Fire Chiefs Association. The North and Southwest Fire Protection Districts were formed by him in the early 1950s, where he served as a trustee in the North Westmont Fire District. He was a member of the first EMT class held in LaGrange Community Hospital, which instructed people on emergency medical technician program. In later years, spearheaded and successfully a referendum for a paramedic program in our village. In 1956, with one ambulance, service was started with the purchase of a 1955 GMS panel truck by the Westmont Fire Department. During those early lean years, the fire department held scrap and paper drives, pancake breakfasts, and spring and fall dances in order to raise money for equipment. In addition to this work with the fire department, Mr. Johannick served as a director of building inspections during the 1950s and 1960s. Chief Johannick will be truly missed, and he is missed daily by a lot of members in this community, in this fire department. We are very thankful for his contributes to the community, and this is just something small how we're going to honor his memory today. He's survived by 2 daughters, Marie and Marilyn. They're both here today with their families, and that I ask both of them to come forward now if they would want to say a few words.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the village, the Westmont Fire Department, and all the lovely residents in the village of Westmont. It is a great honor for my father. He lived, breathed, and the fire department was his second family. I could not remember a childhood that I would change for anything. It was wonderful growing up as the kid of the fire chief until somebody saw you doing something wrong, and then he heard about it before we heard about it. But I just want to take this opportunity. I feel that my parents molded me into the person I am today, and my parents were just the greatest people. And I do want to thank Dave for the blue tarps, because anyone who knew my father, he was the king of the blue tarps. So thank you again. It's a great honor for my sister and ourselves and our families, and thank you very much.
What can I say? My dad was a man of few words who said a lot. He always put others before himself. He was proud of his department and how it grew. I did not really realize how much he did until after his death, as he also did not boast about his accomplishments. The Westmont Fire Department will always be part of my family, and who knows, he does have 2 grandsons and 2 step-grandkids. Thank you, Chief Weiss, Mayor Gunter, and all those who've made this happen. And to the men and women of the Westmont Fire Department, know you have an angel on your shoulder while you work to protect the citizens of Westmont. Thank you.
All right, ladies, we're going to ask one of you go around the front here and one go over there. And at the count of 3, you're going to unveil your father's name on the headquarters station. You guys all set up there? Okay, 1, 2, 3.